Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to teach you the easiest and the quickest way I make my coconut oil, and this time around using my Buchymix juicer. In this video, just in case you hear me pant, please pardon me, I was pregnant when I filmed this video, so let's get into the video.
I'll be using 4 large coconuts. Okay, just make sure you get good coconuts. You break it, okay, get out the flesh as I've done here, and this is the coconut water, although I already took some of it. You can decide to take out the dark side of the coconut, okay, which is the back of the coconut that has been peeled, or you can leave it like that. Right now I'll be using my Buchymix juicer, and this juicer is just very effective. It saves me a lot of time and stress. So all I'll do is to just cut it into tiny bits and drop it into my juicer gradually, and it's going to extract the shaft and also the milk. Please make sure that you're using a very good slow juicer, okay, such that when you taste your shaft, it's going to be dry and you won't taste any milk in it. But if you are not sure, just use your blender, although it's slightly different. The process is slightly different. I'm showing you how I use my juicer to make coconut oil in this video. If you want me to show you how to use a blender to make coconut oil, you can also drop for me in the comments. And if you're still watching up to this point, thank you so much for stopping by. Please like, comment, subscribe. As always, become a member of this beautiful family. And yeah, let's continue the video. I just took some of the shafts to show you how dry it is, and you don't need to throw away the shaft, okay. You can just sun dry it and blend it. That becomes your coconut flour for your swallow, or you can just add some granulated sugar to it and bake this in your oven, and you have your desiccated coconut, okay. Yeah, so that's the shaft we have so far. From all the 4 coconuts, this is the amount of shaft that we got in total. You can see what it looks like. It's quite much, okay, and we don't have to go through the hassle of blending using cheesecloths. The juicer has already done that for us. This is all the milk we got. The next thing we want to do is to pour the coconut milk into a bowl. You can use a slightly bigger bowl than this. What we're going to do next is to cover this. You can use a cling film to cover it and keep it in a warm place for 2 days. We just want it to ferment. You can keep it for 24 hours or you can keep it for 2 days. And that's a coconut shaft. I mentioned what you can do with it, okay. If you peel the back of your coconut, it will be easier for you if you're a baker to use this. It will come out really white. All you need to do is to blend it a little smoother, and you can use it for cake crumbs, and what have you. So now I've wrapped in cling film the coconut milk, and all I want to do is to go and keep it in a cooler for 24 to 48 hours, which is 1 to 2 days. After 24 hours, this is what our coconut milk looks like, okay. It has fermented. You can see the foam on top, or should I call it bubbles. The next thing we want to do quickly is to pour it into a pot. You can pour it into your pot or frying pan that is good, that won't burn your coconuts. So you can also use a non-stick pan for this process, and put it on the heat on low heat. Transfer it to the stove top on low heat, and you start to allow it boil. As it starts to boil, you give it a stir so that it doesn't burn or stick to the base of the pot. You can see we are getting close to the level at which you are going to take it off the heat to strain it the first time. So right now you can see what the color looks like now. It's quite different from the first one when we started. That one was very whitish, but this is not brown, so you don't need it to get so brown before you take it off the heat. Once it gets to this color, you take it off the heat. Use your chiffon cloth or your cheesecloth, put it in your bowl, pour in your coconuts, the shaft and all of that. Just pour everything, both the oil and the shaft, pour it into your cheesecloth, and gently or gradually just allow that coconut oil that has been produced to come off. you will notice that once you lift up the cheesecloth or the chiffon cloth without even squeezing it, you will notice that you will get a very clear coconut oil that would look like cold pressed coconut oil. Yes, without squeezing it. But I'm going to go ahead and squeeze out, all the coconut oil we can get from this shaft. Okay, so after squeezing everything out, I'm going to take it back to another frying pan, or let's say a non-stick pan, and then take it back to the heat, or put it back on fire on low heat. Okay, so this is all the oil we got, and this is what the shaft looks like. Okay, so I don't want a situation whereby I'm going to have to cook this till it becomes very brown, dark brown. It's going to waste my gas, and I'm not here for that. So all I'm going to do is to take back this oil, put it in a non-stick pan, and take it back to the fire on low heat. Give it just a few minutes, and before you know it, the oil becomes extra transparent, or what would I call, like mirror like, and that's how you know that your oil is ready. You always check the color so that you don't get your oil too brown. Okay, you want your coconut oil to last longer, so you're going to make sure that you get rid of all the moisture that is left in the oil, as we didn't fry it too dark. So after like a few minutes actually, you will not find any trace of milk, any trace of moisture in it, and at that point your oil looks transparent like this. You can take it off the heat and go and strain it, as I'll do shortly. So this is what the oil looks like now. I'm just going to bring out my cheesecloth again and my bowl, and I'll pass it through this sieve. This is going to give us a very clean coconut oil that doesn't look too brown. It's not overcooked, and it's not cold pressed, but it's also virgin coconut oil, but it's not extra virgin coconut. It's not cold pressed coconut oil. And I love this coconut oil because it lasts longer, it's healthy, you still have all your nutrients in there. Okay, if you would like me to show you how to make a cold pressed coconut oil, drop for me in the comment section. But right now you can see all the shafts we're able to get out, and this is what our coconut oil looks like. Trust me, it smells so amazing. You can use this to cook, you can use it on your skin, you can use it for your hair, you can use it for a baby. Okay, it's just versatile. You can use it for your granola and whatnot. If you enjoyed watching, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.